Here's what you don't know.
Let's do this!
And here's an incredibly exciting episode of What You Don't Know. Nature is beautiful, isn't it?
I live in a van down by the river.
Have you ever just looked at a butterfly and thought, what if people were constantly wandering around on their phones trying to catch non-existent capsule monsters?
There's a Pokémon right here.
Gotta catch 'em all. No? Then you don't have what it takes to be Satoshi Tajiri, creator of Pokémon. The silly, genius idea for Pokémon was inspired by Tajiri's fascination with how caterpillars change into butterflies.
I'm finished! Finally, I'm a beautiful butterfly!
Tajiri grew up in suburban Tokyo, where he loved to observe and catch insects and tadpoles. As an adult, he realized that he could create an experience that would bring his love of imprisoning small creatures to children around the world.
The children are developing relationships with all these Pokemon creatures, little reclusive, power-filled monsters.
What a cutie!
Tajiri's interest in the caterpillar's transformation was the inspiration for the evolution of Pokemon in the game.
The Slugawog can only evolve into a Scramazar if he gets the Sonic Crystal. That's why Scramazars are rare and valuable.
Tajiri started a company called Game Freak with some of his friends and began the 6-year process of creating the Pokemon universe.
I'm God. Bingo! Yahtzee!
After a lot of convincing, Nintendo agreed to fund the project. But that wasn't enough to save the company from financial problems caused by Tajiri's Poké-centric behavior.
What is this? What is this? Where's all the money?
That's as good as money, sir. Those are IOUs.
When Pokémon Red version and Pokémon Green version were finally released for Nintendo Game Boy, they had a very mediocre start.
I wanna be the very best, like no one ever was.
People weren't fighting each other off to buy a video game inspired by collecting bugs. You're kidding me! Tajiri was a cheeky little monkey, though, and had an ace up his sleeve. The creators withheld Mew, a new creature from the original release. They offered Mew up as a contest prize, and suddenly, Pokemon sales were booming! Pokemon was born, and since its initial release, capsule monster enslavement has increased exponentially. And we at the MCLU, the Monsters Civil Liberties Union, need your help. For the price of a cup of coffee, you can save an enslaved Jigglypuff. Please, give what you can.
Who's that Pokemon?
It's the devil, and he hates them, and he wants to ruin their life.
Pokemon blew up, spawning tons of variations, upgrades, and even a trading card game.
There was even a couple of reports where children had been stabbed by other children over Pokemon cards.
What began as a childhood hobby of collecting insects had become a global phenomenon of wandering around in your neighborhood looking for tiny monsters that don't exist.
Look, this one right there. Do you see it?
Let's just hope that games like Angry Birds don't have similar origin stories. No one wants to read about a video game developer who was inspired by his childhood love of hurling birds at pigs. This has been an incredibly exciting, watch it again right now episode of What You Don't Know.